Yo everyone, so today I'm back with another review, and this one is going to be on the Bourjois 123 Perfect CC Cream, and it looks like this. It is in a squeezy tube and it is 30ml, 1 fluid ounces, the standard amount for foundation type products. Now I'm going to start off by saying I have never in my life used a CC cream, BB cream, and there's some new thing called DD cream now. I generally kind of stay away from strange things that I'm not really that sure about because I don't know what they are. So anyway, so I came across this about a week or so ago in Superdrug, and I thought, let me just test it out. And I tried it out on my hand. I liked the way it felt. It had a very light texture. The only thing is it only comes in 4 colours, and I got the darkest, which is 34 bronze. That's the only problem with Bourjois, is that their foundations and skin products generally are awesome. It's just the range of colours. They just don't have enough colours to suit everybody. Anyway, so a CC cream is basically a colour correcting cream. So there are 3 types of pigments in it, and it is apricot for anti-fatigue, green for anti-redness, white for anti-dark spots. Now, I'm not sure about fatigue because I guess maybe of my age, maybe I've not been using it for that long. In regards to anti-redness, yes, I agree. I get a lot of redness on my cheeks, especially if I'm really excited or I get really hot. It says anti-dark spots. Now, I'm not sure about that because I don't really have any dark spots. I had more pigmentation. Now, what I will say is that I am a full coverage kind of gal, like a medium to full coverage. I like my full coverage foundations. I don't really go out and wear tinted moisturizers all the time. I mean, I have recently, and when I say recently, I mean in the past year or so, I've kind of branched out a little bit into more lighter kind of foundation. So like the Urban Decay Naked Skin, I bought the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, and I do love them both. Maybe it's because I don't go for so much of a full-on foundation look as much as I used to, because you can use concealers and things to cover imperfections, and that kind of stuff I never really used to do, so it could have something to do with that. Anyway, this claims to give a luminous complexion and smooth skin. Now, I definitely think it's very luminous. It definitely evens out the complexion. It's not oily, and it gives 24-hour hydration and has an SPF of 15. It's very light. Now, I do have to say that I'm probably going to go through this quite quickly. It is very liquidy, and I'm only going to show you a little bit because I hate wasting things. So you can see it's quite liquidy. Slowly starting to drip down and cover my beauty spot, and this is the way that it applies. So it's got a fairly decent amount of coverage, if you can see. Now, from other CC creams, from what I've seen and heard, is that the coverage is not really meant to, it's not really meant to be about coverage. Some people even use CC creams with their foundation. So I was pleasantly surprised with this. I would definitely say it gives a kind of medium to buildable coverage. Still maybe on the light to medium side, but it is definitely buildable, and I build it around my cheeks. In terms of hydration, I mean, I've been using it for just over a week now, and I've used it every day. But because it is so light, I tend to use quite a lot of the product. So I do think that I am going to use it up a lot faster than I did or I do with like my other foundations. In saying that, it wears really well. I mean, if I put it on about 8:30 in the morning, come back from work, it's probably about 8 o'clock-ish when it starts to maybe shift around. So about between the 11 to 12 hour mark. Obviously, I do prime my skin, then I put this on, then I conceal, then I set with powder. So I do all of these kind of things. I can't really say how it would perform on its own. I think it is generally a really good product, a really good alternative to foundation. I think it's good to like take away on holiday with you as well, because a lot of people don't want that full-on kind of feel. It gives a really nice kind of satiny sort of finish to the skin, and my skin feels like it can breathe as well. It's not as like when you wear foundation, if you touch your skin, you can kind of feel the foundation. With this one, I can't really feel it as much. So I feel that it really like gives my skin enough space to breathe. So overall, I think it's awesome product. I like the fact it comes in a tube and that it's squeezable, and the only thing, like I said, would be that I wish that there were more than 4 colours so that other people can use them as well. But overall, it's an awesome product. Smells really nice. It smells like baby talcum powder. So if you don't mind the smell of baby talcum powder, you won't mind the smell of this. It dries fairly quickly as well. And it's nice and easy to blend. It doesn't blotch up in places. And it just gives a nice even finish, which is what you want when it comes to any kind of skin base sort of product. So I've blended it in really nicely into my skin and you can barely see it, and you can just about see my beauty spot underneath, so that should give you an indication as to how the coverage is. And obviously I've only put a very light layer. So any more questions you guys have got regarding the CC cream, by all means ask me below. For reference, with the MAC foundations, I am an NC40, but I would definitely think that if you were an NC42, you could probably use this as well, purely because it is very light in coverage. So I hope that you have found this video or review on the new Bourjois 123 Perfect CC cream useful, and by all means ask me whatever you want about the product below. Let me know if you'd like me to do any other reviews on things that I may have mentioned or shown in my Instagram page or mentioned on my Twitter page or even mentioned in random videos. Okay, my phone's vibrating. Someone clearly wants me. I better go. See you later, guys. Bye.